Another video I want to check out while we wait, and that is Doran's view on Titan lore. So I don't know if you guys know this, but a book recently came out and supposedly reveals some very interesting stuff about the Titans and why some of the dragons, the proto-drakes specifically, that we'll be seeing in the Dragon Isles, why they are so angry, why they hate us so much, why they don't like the aspects, and why really the first raid, Vault of the Incarnates, why it exists. Some of that has been revealed in this book. And so I think that's what he's talking about. I have not watched this video yet. I'm not Asmongolding you guys and telling you I didn't watch it and I actually pre-watched it. I promise you I have not seen this yet. But I'm just from the title telling you what I think this video is about. You want the quick and funny lore vids? Platinum WoW is the man. Yes, 100%. I love his videos, and I think that Blizzard collaboration with him is one of the best things they ever did. It's been really good. If you're in queue and in stream, let me know. We're still filling up right. I don't know what's going on today. Did everybody get called into work early today? I don't know what's going on. Like I said, maybe everyone spilled their G Fuel. If you were here early in the stream, you'd know what I was talking about. All right, let's check this video out. Let me pause the music first. Here we go.
So this is no longer just a speculation based on some really loose information from the Shadowlands, but we are getting some legit new data in the Dragonflight beta and the pre-patch. A lot of hints how the Titans have tainted.
I'm sick and got interviews we're getting ready for. One nice.
Where they talked about how they are purifying dragons, their comments about how their minions are starting to get free will, and a whole bunch of things that indicate that they might just not be the good guys that we used to believe. So
maybe not. Let's see.
And discuss, are the Titans actually evil? If you guys are into trying out something really cool, IamSamC Studio is a brand new user-generated content creation platform for 3D multiplayer interactive experiences. To put it simply, anyone can create and publish their own virtual experiences with very easy to use and powerful tools that you can also share with other people.
Have any of you guys ever played Windows Movie Maker? Windows Movie Maker was a game that I played non-stop when I was a kid. I freaking loved it. I'm talking about, this was a 90s game. It was awesome. If you've played it before, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, you're like, Sam, shut the fuck up and just click play on the video. But I just got to show you this, guys. Windows Movie Maker. Not Windows Movie Maker. What am I talking about? Windows Movie Maker. Oh my god, I'm not talking about this. No. Oh, such an idiot. I'll figure out the name of the game. It was not Windows Movie Maker. Continue on with the video. I need more caffeine.
Best thing about it is that literally no coding or server knowledge is required whatsoever. You can just use the components and the smart assets that IamSamC Studio provides, and there are so many of them that you're never really going to run out, and the possibilities to create whatever you want are just endless. Even better, this is not just a creation platform, but a multiplayer experience, as you can invite friends, hang out with them, and even meet new people.
It was 3D Movie Maker.
They can
3D Movie Maker.
And the possibilities
That's the game I'm thinking of.
So make sure to use my link in the description below and
this guy used to help you.
Studio.
You guys remember? Does anyone remember this, or am I just having a nostalgia trip by myself here? This was the main character in the game. He used to help you make movies, and you could use 3D, assets and stuff to make a movie. Yeah, that was a great game.
And start creating your own
personal
multiplayer experience.
Never heard of it? Oh, it was a great game.
For all of you that have followed the lore for a really long time, you might have noticed a trend that especially started around the release of the Chronicle and a bit after, and Legion as an expansion. The main victim of this trend, this change, was the entire Light and the Void storyline that became a lot more gray from the previous really black and white contrast. Originally, the Light was this super powerful force where if you believed it, it would save the world. It defeated the Lich King through the Ashbringer. It was just this crazy powerful force. However, now the Light is launching invasion.
Light is a bit questionable now.
Show their force, conquering Altered Draenor through force, silencing anyone who says the Void may not be so bad, and
imagine using Apple and hearing that.
Illidan to become their agent. This change mainly started after the release of the Chronicle, where Blizzard went from how they originally marketed the book as the definite Bible of the Warcraft universe to, yeah guys, this is just a Titan view on things. Some of it may be true, most of it is lie, but who really knows what is the actual answer? Now, while I did say the Light and the Void...
That's called retconning. That's what they did there.
Void had taken the brunt of most of these changes, the Titans also started getting more and more ambiguous. If you guys follow the hints for the Shadowlands and the books they released around that time, you might have caught up on this trend. We had this broker guy that traveled every part of the known universe and all these dimensions in order to learn the real truth on how the universe actually works, and he came to realize that most of the historians and academics are
wrong.
Simply just losers that are buying into their own propaganda, and that the truth is far from what
What's up,
they are
Lucian?
preaching. He was actually even on Azeroth, and he noted how they really bought into the Titan narrative that they had laid down upon the world. The broker even said how the Titans are known liars, and how they, as the beings of order, just go across the universe and order things even if these things don't want to be ordered, and then they pretend to have created all the stuff even though they inherited it from allegedly the true creators, the first ones. When you think about it, this makes quite a bit of
all
sense.
the first
Very few
ones
notable
shit.
races on Azeroth are actually native, and even those that are native are still heavily influenced by the Titans. However, most of the races are literally just Titan Forged, which are their minions and tools that were transformed by an old god curse, and eventually all these evolved into their
Curse
own
of
race.
flesh.
The most notable for the
all of that stuff became us as we are today through the curse of
contribution
flesh.
to history that we know of,
Except
and
trolls
exploring are
and
the
elves
dwarves, which are the
who are
most
from
heavily
trolls.
linked, as they're literally just earthen with softer skin. So it is entirely possible that these things the dwarves have been discovering and the things they're learning from these old documents are just the things that the Titans want you to believe. Now, I'm not putting on my tinfoil hat here. There is actually brand new information directly from the Dragonflight pre-patch, as we can data mine a brand new in-game book from Oldemon, because as you may be aware, this
We're
will
going
become
back
relevant
to
in the
Oldemon.
Dragonflight pre-patch.
That's
Now,
right.
This book is called Progress Report Olderos, and it talks about, well, you guessed it, the creation of Olderos, the Titan facility on the Dragon Isles. This is a report from Tyr to Loki,
Very cool.
the main guy of the Titan Watchers, and they discuss their goals, their plans, and how everything is going, and they reveal some really crazy new information. Tyr starts with, I'm pleased to say that the halls of infusion are now operational. Though the work of imbuing order magic into the Wellspring is only beginning, I remain optimistic that the process will be effective. Already, we are detecting reduced levels of contamination. I hope your investigation into how Yogg-Saron compromised these living waters will yield answers. In the meantime, we can be assured that
Cleansing
the
some
evolution
old
of another
god shit,
Galakrond will
as
not
usual.
be triggered by consuming unfiltered water. So, if you're kind of confused what is going on here, let me explain the context, because this is actually a really big reveal to some old lore. If you remember from the book Dawn of the Aspects, Galakrond was just a regular proto-dragon, which was their original form, but some really mysterious force corrupted him. So it turns out he started eating his own kind, creating the so-called unliving dragons. He became insanely gigantic, and then the dragons had to unite in order to defeat him.
Corrupted regular proto-drake becomes a corrupted proto-drake, starts eating other proto-drakes, becomes a massive dragon. And then the aspects fight him, basically.
Which is how they became the aspects.
While they were empowered by the Titans.
Well, turns out this force
That's the summary of that story.
Mysterious at all. It was literally just Yogg-Saron, the old god that all you guys know of. Well, we can confirm at this point, definitely, here is what actually happened. Apparently, there was a well the dragons drank from around their place of living, which is now the Dragon Isles. Keep in mind, long ago, it was all just one mega continent. Then Yogg-Saron, who had been imprisoned, somehow managed to exert his influence outside of the prison and to contaminate the drinking waters, which in turn corrupted Galakrond.
Okay, that makes sense. All right, so what did the Titans do? They made the aspects.
Is because of what the Titan Watchers say afterwards. Once purification is complete, an additional benefit will be found in offering the infused water to dragonkind. By ingesting the water, or causing their eggs to absorb its effects, it should be possible to keep even the most willful dragons aligned with the Titans' philosophies. Our efforts to...
What? Hold on, so this is what people have been talking about. They essentially made the dragons into a cult following through drugged water?
to bring the proto-dragons in line and face resistance, but I am formulating a strategy to speed the process along. You really need to examine this to see what the Watchers are doing.
That's some dark shit.
They purified the water from old god influence, but they realized, damn, this young strong guy is turning them to their side through the water supply, so let's do the exact same thing. It's not a bad strategy after all. However, keep in mind the words they're using. They aren't enhancing proto-dragons, but they're
controlling them
in line, and they are facing resistance. So in order to crush this resistance, they are creating a strategy. Furthermore, they're not only getting the dragons to ingest the water, but they're causing their eggs to absorb its effects, which I'm not sure how exactly they're doing this. So to me, this is clear proof that these guys are not exactly benevolent. Keep in mind, this is their private conversation, their private letters, so they're not trying to be politically
They mind control them through poisoned drinking water.
Gifts.
Or purified drinking water.
Force and to spike the waters in order to get them to work with them. If they really were the good guys, why would they have to align them to the Titans' philosophies through force? Furthermore, there are more lines that go along with this. Though the station is designated Elderus, I must reluctantly report that the dragons have taken to calling the structure by the name Tierhold. I will do my best to ensure our Titan Forge workforce does not also adopt this embarrassing pseudonym. But as of late, they seem to be expressing more and more opinions of their own. This is a really interesting one as well. Tyr seems kind of embarrassed that they're using his name to call the facility. However, the language he uses in these lines gives us further hints. He doesn't explicitly say that he's against the Titan Forge expressing their opinions of their own, but seeing that he plans to do his best to ensure that they don't do this does imply that he doesn't really like how they're getting free will and doing whatever they want. This is further exemplified.
The Titans like control. That's a common thing.
Workforce, not exactly his brothers or his people, meaning that he does see them as minions. And keep in mind, most of the current playable races, probably some races you're playing, are tied to the Titan Forge, which could be a big hint that we are this workforce. Then the letter ends with him talking about how he disagrees with Odin, who says that the dragons are unsuitable to protect Azeroth, and he says this: I have every confidence
Odin is
that they will prove fervent
of all the Titan stuff. Odin's probably the most corrupt of them all, man. He's fucked up. Odin is beyond fucked up, and I think we're gonna get a shot at him actually in Dragonflight.
Allies on our shared goals of keeping the world structured and disciplined. This, in my opinion, is yet another hint. Here, he calls the dragon allies, but he uses the sort of brainwashing you would expect from the Titans, saying that the world needs to be kept structured and disciplined. Keep in mind, to the beings of order, anything that is not structured or disciplined is evil, and they really seem to
like control, man.
Their own agenda
Classic
across
Titans.
the universe. So I leave it to you guys to draw the conclusions, but for me, this honestly seems like Blizzard is setting up the Titans to become villains, or if not villains, definitely not our great allies or the benevolent creators that we believe them to be in the past. A similar thing was done in Legion with the Light. They didn't really turn into major bad guys, but we got further and further hints, such as the time they invaded Revendreth in order to express their own strength, and the time they corrupted Illidan. I'm guessing a similar thing could be done with the Titans, and we may have to divorce our ties to them and realize that maybe these guys created a black empire on Azeroth of their own. It is just that it wasn't nearly as chaotic as the old god one, so we evolved with it, but they nonetheless
the Titans got their issues.
Got us to serve
That's
them.
for sure.
This might also tie in with Sylvanas talking about how we never had free will back in Shadowlands. While I think this can definitely turn out to be really interesting. The only thing I don't really like about this is it does kind of feel a bit shoehorned in the old lore. I'm pretty much certain that Blizzard never actually had these ideas in mind. And
they never thought of this shit. They never thought of this shit that long ago. Heck no. Back in the, Burning Crusade and Wrath of the Lich King, they never viewed Titans in this way. This is all like new shit that they're just trying to say, oh yeah, it was planned this way from the very beginning, but it wasn't.
As figures. Thank you for watching. Check out who are the most powerful rogues by clicking on the screen, and check out Doran's Academy for videos.
Another great one.
Another great one,
Doran. Yeah, so I mean, the Titans themselves, they're corrupt. They're about as corrupt. They have the human qualities of corruption, and they're not corrupt as in they've been corrupted by old gods, but they're corrupt as in they want to control things. They don't like anything that they can't control. They'd rather kill it than if they can't control it. And the way or the means they go about controlling things is highly questionable when it comes to morals or morals. Yeah, cool stuff. So remember, guys, pre-order for Modern Warfare 2. You can now play. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, Amaraz. I actually pre-ordered it. I pre-ordered it a while ago without remembering that I pre-ordered it, and then yesterday I got charged for it, and I was like, whoa, what the fuck? Why'd I get charged $74 for what? And then I remembered, oh, I pre-ordered Call of Duty. I'm not like a massive Call of Duty player, but a lot of my friends play it, and I'll play it on Xbox sometimes with them. Hence the reason I ordered it. You know, there's not much else to play on Xbox these days. But yes, you are right. You can play the campaign today if you pre-ordered it.